Got him. She's moving now. What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Bass and Bee TV. Today, we got the skiff out. So we just did the seafoam shock in the last video. And so we got it out today. We're gonna give it a shot and see if she'll run up this river. Got some fishing poles. We're gonna do some bass fishing today. I'm gonna throw some new baits, some stuff that I really don't throw a lot because it is the season, like A-rigs. I rigged up a weedless A-rig to try out. But hopefully the old Carolina Skiff will run good for us. We got Lorelei with us. Say hello, pretty girl. We out here, it's a beautiful day. Y'all come along with us. I mean, it already feels like it's running a little better. It sounds better. Hopefully it'll get up on pad and we can cruise on pretty good. Oh man, that's the most that's ever wanted to get up. I think we're still gonna have to rebuild the carburetor. That's floored. I need a little more weight in the front. If I had weight in the front, it'd probably get up on pad. But that's a lot better than what it did before. Before, it wouldn't even lift the nose. It would just bog. Maybe it'll do better when it gets warmed up. This is awesome. Got the motor where it was set. It has a whole bunch of different holes. You can adjust your angle of your motor. I got it on the second one back. That's where it was at when I bought the boat. So let's see, we'll play with it, see if we can't get on pad. It is running faster and it's not dying. Before she would bog when you twisted it and it would die. It's not dying. Now I'm keeping it pinned, so that's good. Come on, girl. It'll be all right. We'll cruise like this to where we want to go fish. All right, guys, so I haven't done a whole lot of Alabama A-rig bass fishing, but today we got something special. We're gonna give it a good try for a little bit. Never caught a bass on one. I fished it once out at the bottom end of the river like 2 winters ago and got hung up on a normal A-rig. So this is just a Flash Mob Junior, and I ran across this weedless style where you have 4 smaller swim baits with just normal, I got 3/0 EWG worm hooks on here, and you put one bigger swim bait. These are all weightless. You put one bigger swim bait. This is a 1/8 ounce belly weighted swim bait hook. So that's just to give you some weight and just to keep everything balanced. And most of the time, apparently your bite will come off of this middle back hook. So we're gonna chunk this thing around and give it like a really good shot. See if we can finally get one on the old A-rig. Hopefully we can get one. We're throwing this on a little 7.2 Shimano Celis heavy. Shorter rod just so we can pitch it up underneath some of these overhangs. And apparently you want to throw this thing wherever you would throw a spinner bait. So it should be pretty weedless. We're gonna have to spread them apart a little more. I don't know, that looks kind of good. Let's see, bend that one up a little more. Bend these down. That looks kind of good. Yeah, we'll give it a try. It looks like a school of bait fish. It'd be nice just to catch one on an A-rig. It'd really be nice to double up like some people do. See if I can chunk this thing around without getting hung up. It looks so good in the water. If I was a bass, I'd eat it. I would clobber this if I was a bass. I almost wanted just to bring this to force myself to throw it, because that's like a lot of things. Like, I don't get confidence with it because I don't throw it enough. I'll throw it a couple times and just it doesn't feel right, and I'll go back to what I know. All right, this bank right here looks pretty jiggy. There's a whole bunch of little trees and stumps, so we're gonna throw the jig. I did through the A-rig for about 20 minutes. So once we get to another spot where it looks good, I'll throw it. I'm trying to find out where these fish are at right now. The river's kind of low, so I thought they'd be a little more pulled off the bank. I don't know if I'm getting that A-rig down deep enough, so we're gonna see if we can't find them, dragging a jig, pitching a jig up, see if any are up on the bank or if they're a little further out. So we got to get a bite somehow, but we will go back to the A-rig. I do want to try to throw it some more. I've become a huge fan of the jig lately, just this year. Used to always just get stuck with them and quit. Throw it a couple times, get hung up and quit, and I've just got this jig and caught some fish on it, and I don't get hung up as much. So we're gonna flip this around, see if we can't find some fish, but we don't get a nibble, we'll move on. I gotta cover some water today. The river's low and the current is not flowing as good as it normally does, so we'll see. It's probably gonna affect the bass. All right, so threw the wacky around up there a little bit. They are not up, at least right here, they are not up in the trees. So all it is a swim bait on an EWG worm hook with a 1/8 ounce worm weight. So it's just like a Texas rig, you know, not peg, and you pretty much just cast it out there and reel it in. So it's pretty simple little setup. Supposedly it catches fish, so we're gonna give that a try, see what happens. We're all about trying new things today. This is not the best. This is like the cheap combo that I had just had in the boat as an extra, just to throw something stupid on. So we're gonna give it a shot. What is up today? Ooh, got him. What is that? Nasty old pickerel. You better get back. I seen him juke out and grab it, and I was like, huh, and I didn't set the hook because like, that don't look like a bass. It was a pickerel. Well, the old pickerel, that's some action. Better than not catching anything. But he juked out and snagged that, man. He was up in that grass tight. I seen him fire out after it. Got him. I felt you, sucker. Felt you tugging on it. Oh man, he was tugging on it and he didn't shake. He just slowly pulled it down like it was a heavy log. And then I pulled it up on it again. Felt him snatch on it again. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. There we go. Yes, sir. It's not a bad one. It's better than being skunked. Probably about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. Yes, sir. Good fish. Oh, yeah. I flipped off in that little hole and I picked up and I felt a little pressure. And he didn't pop it, I just felt a little pressure. And I let it back down, I picked up, felt a little pressure, and then it kind of pulled down real slow. Like, thought I maybe had a log, the way it pulled down, heavy log. I pulled up one more time and then I felt it, boop, boop. Set the hook. That's a good fish. Oh man, see that right there. First fish in the little J14. First fish in a little J14. Love it. Okay, we're gonna let this one go. You wanna give it kisses? Go back over there to your home. Thank you for biting. Good girl. She went bye-bye. She went bye-bye. Good bass right there. See if we can't toss back in this hole. See if he's got friends. I hope y'all enjoying the content we're putting out. We're trying to pump out as much as we can. Y'all do me a favor, like and subscribe. Yes, baby. Reverse Terry. Another little 1.5 pounds out of that little ditch. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yes. Jig, fish. There we go. It's like they're not really wanting the jig. They kind of like put it in their mouth and hold on to it. And when you pull up on it, you can barely feel them. They're not like crushing it, but not getting bites on anything else. So this may be the pattern that we need to stick with. These little log jams, just dropping it beside all these little log jams. I mean, they're everywhere up this river, so shouldn't have a problem. Yeah, that was an awkward hook set. I was under this branch, and so when I did my hook set, I smacked the camera, trying not to go up and get stuck in this branch. But that's fun, I tell you. That's only the second bass for today, but both of those would have been pretty decent little keepers for a bag on a tournament on this river right now. So can't complain. Hopefully we get a couple more before we got to run back to the ramp. Man, I thought that was a big old moccasin. That stick floating. One of us is gonna fall in up here. You be careful. Daddy don't want to go swimming after you. But yeah, they just eat it funny right now. Like, wow. Like, it's like they just put it in their mouth and want to just hold it there. They don't run with it. They don't crush it. They just slurp it up and sit there. See, I don't know if I'd be getting better bites. Probably getting, not better bites, but I'd probably get more bites if I was throwing like a worm or just a little creature bait. But I'd rather have better quality bites right now. You know, jig gets it done. Of course, there's enough room for both of us. A little heavier jig. We're getting up here in a little bit more current, so going from a 3/8 to a 1/2 ounce, and threw on some contrast. Instead of going with a black and blue trailer, we did this green pumpkin magic. So little flash, little contrast. We'll see what happens. Cannot believe I haven't got a bite on this thing. We've gotten about as far up river as I'd like to go with this motor right now, so I can trust it a little more, because I don't think we'd make it back on the trolling motor before dark. So we're gonna head back this way. Might fish this one spot up here that looks kind of good. I don't know if the current's not taking us too strong. Boat started running a little faster. I like it. sucker. Hooked that one in the easy. The bottom of the mouth. He thought he wanted it. There we go. Smells like 4th or 5th throw with the crankbait. Oh, there's fish running all over it, or bait. Got him. Look at that dude. Look at that dude. Boy. Look at that. What a beauty. You're lucky I don't have a live well. Good night. Look at there, baby girl. Ow, easy, easy. I'm gonna get you. Oh, come on. Good hooks on that crankbait. That little brim, he hit it good. He wanted it. He's hungry. And there were like 3 other fish. I don't know if they were, probably more brim. Not too bad of a day of fishing. Tried some new stuff. No luck with new stuff, but we caught some bass. Got out in this little boat. It did run a little better, but we had a great day fishing. Good down here with Lorelei. Beautiful weather. Y'all do me a favor and smash that subscribe button too. Like the videos. I'm gonna keep them coming. Appreciate every one of y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Appreciate y'all watching. Peace.